Hello, welcome to Bay of Fundy Fortunes. My name is Natalie. Um, I'm an intuitive card reader and a visionary as well. But I'm not here today to do a reading for those of you that are tuning in for the first time. But I am here to update everybody else that's in the know of what's been going on here in my home. For those of you that are new, my husband passed away like 9 days ago, 9 days ago. And it was unexpected, so everything's come to a screeching halt. I was so looking forward to doing the reading for the monthly for December before all this happened. I couldn't wait because in my neck of the woods and where I live, we celebrate Christmas. It is a huge event here. It is the event of the year for us. And in this house, it's no different than any other. We decorate. There's food and celebration, and it goes on for the whole month of December right into January the 1st. When it all slows down again. But I was really looking forward to doing the December readings for Christmas for those that celebrate it. It's safe to say at this point that's not going to be taking place this month. All I can say is I'm living day by day, not even day by day. It's moment by moment. I'm still in the surreality of what has gone on. I feel like the last week and a half has been a lifetime, but yet it went by in a flash. And my life is completely changed now, and there's a lot of stuff to do. When somebody passes away, there's all the legalities you have to take care of and deal with all these different government departments, and that takes time. From what I'm being told, it'll be a good month before that part of it's over, but it's a year really before everything's over, said and done with as far as all that goes. So I'm not even into this 2 weeks. I'm already tired of it and sick of it, and I hate it. The black and white of it all, you know. So everything is so factual through the government. You're dealing with them, and you've got to take care of this, and you have to put a stop to this, and then you have to start that. And it's overwhelming, and thanks to my good friend Sherry, she's taken care of everything, and I mean everything. She's done it all for me. All I've had to do is be there and sign where I was required to sign, and she's done the talking. She's done it all. And all these government places call her. They don't even call me. So she really took the bull by the horns. And so I'm very, very, very fortunate that way, and my heart is full of gratitude because I was completely at a loss on what do you do when somebody dies, and you're the sole person that's responsibility for everything. That's responsibility. I don't want to say it's been a learning curve because I never want to go through this again. I'm sure I will down the road because we all die. It's the unexpectedness of it. It's not like as if my husband Eric was laying on his deathbed for 6 months suffering for cancer, and I can go, well, he's out of his misery, and it was for the best, and that's not it. He was here one day, did his normal routine, walked his dog, and then he was gone. Within the space of a few minutes, he was gone. Boom. I'm not going to bear my life out in public like this, but Eric had a lot of, he had a lot of issues, we'll put it that way. And now that part of it's over for him, and I'm glad about that. He loved Christmas in the end as much as I did. When we first met, he didn't even put a tree up. When I asked him our first year together, so, what about the tree? When do we get it? He said, a tree? We don't need a tree. There's no small children here. And I said, well, this isn't going to go anywhere because I'm a Christmas person all the way around. And I won't have anything to do with anybody that doesn't believe in putting up tree and decorations and getting into the full swing of the celebration of the season. But anyway, back to the readings. I cannot predict at this time any more than I can predict what I'm doing this afternoon with myself. When the readings will resume. I can't put a date on that. I can't even give a general idea. The best I can do is, it depends on how I feel, but maybe into the, if I feel up to it and I'm in the right mindset, I'm not promising, but I'll try to do a reading for the week of Christmas. That's if I'm up to it. I won't do readings. One thing, if I'm too tired, I will not do readings. If I'm burned out up here, I won't do readings. And now, of all times, I'm certainly not going to be doing any readings. The reason being is, part of me really misses being here on the channel and, and being active and all that. I really do. But another part of me, my logic and common sense says you've got to step away for a little bit. Because I haven't even begun to deal with what's happened, because I've been too busy dealing with all the legalities and making arrangements and all the stuff that goes with that. As I said, I'm told it could take a good month. And maybe in a month's time I can start to really deal with the death of Eric and try to find my way in my days that lie ahead. But I can't do readings unless I have the purity of spirit and my own integrity to do the spreads, because that's important to me. Yeah, I could get on here and I could fake every minute of it. I could just read the cards literally. I'm not going to do that. But I'll be back. I mean, this is once everything calms down, because this is like a dust storm. And once the dust begins to settle, I'll be able to see things clearly, I'm sure. And then I can come back to the readings. And in my mind, the way I'm thinking right now is that doing the readings is probably going to be my sanity. It'll keep me busy, because it takes 80% of my life up when I'm doing the weeklies back to back, and then the monthlies back to back. 60-hour plus a week that I have to invest in doing 12 general readings every week. So it takes up a huge amount of my week. And I think that maybe that'll be a good thing for me. Give me back my daily purpose to get up and know that I have to do these things. But I just want you all to know that, because I know some of you are, I don't know, I think some of you who haven't been through anything like this before are expecting me to be back to 2 weeks just to normal. And I resent that. I'll be blunt. I resent anybody that thinks that way. And I feel I'm very sensitive right now. So people are saying things to me that are meant for me, but they're all the wrong things. And I'm calling people on it. I'm not having a mood. Doing things to take me out of this mood will make me feel better. No, it is not. I'm not having a mood. I am grieving. And nothing is going to pray that away, best wishes away, blessings away, smudging away, keeping positive thoughts away. Those things are inappropriate to say to somebody like me. And I resent it. Although it's well-intended, and I realize that people just don't really know what it is they're saying. And I take what you say literally. I shouldn't have to read between the lines. There's been a overwhelming mountain of support from the group and from the channel here on YouTube. The cards are now coming in the mail. There have been a lot of donations, and that's going to carry me through for a little while. And the extension that people have put out towards me, I get it. Every time I get a card or a donation, I envision the people going through the motions to get that ready. And walk to their mailbox or drive to their post office or take the time to sit down and write a check and do the time that they've taken to bring me a little bit of comfort has meant the world to me, because this could be a very lonely time. But you guys have filled all that in, and all the good vibrations and the healing energies, those I accept very gratefully. I think they're helping a lot. I have my moments. I'm like a yo-yo. I'm up, I'm down in disbelief, questioning my literal reality of the now, that maybe this has just been one bad long dream and I'll wake up and tell Eric, wow, what a dream I had. Because that's what it feels like. Unless you've walked in these shoes, be very careful to what you say to people that are going through something like this. I'm not a rude person. I'm not a resentful person. These are new emotions for me. And I've always been the type of person, you can't judge a book by its cover. I got a lot going on inside of me, and maybe to total strangers I look like I'm just fine. I'm so not fine. I'm so not fine. And I'm getting memory lapses, and I don't know why. I've never had that before, but this past week, because I wanted to say something else and it's gone out of my head. It's been happening an awful lot. But somebody explained to me why that's happening, and the association with grief, and why my brain is doing that. It's driving me crazy. There was something else, and I can't remember for the life of me what it was. I just know that everybody's intentions, you all come from a really good place. But you really, not just for me, but anybody else you encounter that's going through the loss of a loved one, be very careful what you say. You can't make me laugh. Nobody's going to be able to make me laugh. I am so not in a place of laughter. I'm so not in a place of joy and light. It's a very, very, very dark place to be. And it is almost, and people don't realize that when you're trying to make somebody like that lighten up and laugh, it's almost an insult to their grief. Just step back. And it's always the spouse or the widow or widower in a situation like this, and people come to your home and they're so broken up because Eric's death was so sudden. A lot of people were here the week that he died, before he passed, and had coffee with him and sat and talked with him. So when they come through the door and the minute their eyes hit me, they fall apart. And I spend the whole visit trying to make them feel better. And it's draining. So I'm waiting for the dust to settle with all the government legalities of it all, and for people to stop coming through the door that are broken. And my heart goes out to them. I know the shock because I'm there. Everybody couldn't have been any better through all of this. I guess that's it for now. We'll just stop it right there. I can't promise a reading this for December, but if I'm up to it, I will do, but only if I'm in the right space. If I'm not, I won't fake it. I never will fake it with you guys. Never. Ever. For those of you that want to be a little freaked out about tarot, if you have any doubt, check out the Cancer video. I'm a Cancer that I did for the week of the 19th through to the 25th. Even though what's coming out of my mouth in the interpretation of the 3 cards, I was very optimistic. Tried to get the good out of every card. Little did I know that the reading was for me. I sat and watched it last night, and I felt like there was Natalie the reader in front of me, and then I was Natalie the viewer. And it was like Natalie the reader was doing a private reading for me, and she nailed it. Home run. It was very surreal. Every word that came out of my mouth in that reading. Never mind the optimism, and we'll find goodness, and this is a good thing, and never mind that, what I just listened to the meanings that come out. Excuse the optimism. I was trying to make it a good reading when it wasn't. The reading was for me, and I didn't see it until after the fact. So if you go to that, you can see what I'm talking about. A few people have, and they were blown away by the accuracy. Little did I know. Life is unpredictable and full of surprises. If I ever had even a glimmer of a doubt about tarot ever being wrong. That wiped it out. Among other things, the universe has been highly active in my life right now. The past 9 days, highly, highly active. The spirit is active. And again, I'm blown away by, it's like the universe is trying to wipe any, it's trying to say, because I'm a logical person before I'm anything. It's like the universe is saying, to hell with logic. This is it at 100%. Of course, 1 o'clock has to get their 2 cents in. The big daddy that was up on the wall, the one that I used to joke around when it would go off, and it was so loud, and it would disturb me and piss me off, and I was doing the readings, and I would look at it, and I would pretend to shoot it, and I'd say, when he goes, I'm burying that thing with him. Well, he's gone, and so is the clock. I gave it to his son. I never liked that clock. Never. It was a beautiful piece of furniture. It was gorgeous, but I hated the sound. So now it's gone, but the other one is still here, and I don't mind it so much. The universe has been very in spirit. Wow. I do have a blog, and I will be writing about this eventually. After the dust clears, I will write about all of this and Eric. There'll be a lot of stuff. It'll be a long, long writing, I can tell you that. And I'll post it when the time has come. Many definitions for the word family. Many, many definitions for the word family. And my Bay of Fundy Fortunes on Facebook, they are in mourning as well, because I can feel it. I can feel their sadness, that they know somebody that's going through this, which just happens to be me. I can feel it. The group is in mourning in their own way. I miss them all when I'm not there daily doing their daily cards and quotes of the day. The people are reaching out literally around the globe. That's profound, and it's powerful, and I feel every bit of it. I want to thank you all again for being so patient. If you haven't subscribed to the channel, please do so you don't miss any future videos. And I'll see what I can do and how I feel come the week of Christmas of putting out. It won't be 12, it'll be 1. I'll do an elements. I've already decided if I do it, it'll be an element reading for all 4 seasons, all 4 elements. Until then, I wish you all a really good day and the rest of the week a good week. For me, it's literally minute by minute, moment by moment. There are no words to describe how my heart is full of gratitude. There are no words in any language within this realm that can relay how grateful I am for all of you. And if I don't stop, I'm going to blubber. Peace in always so you can share the light out. And I hope to see you all sooner rather than later. Goodbye for now. Thank you.